Laser lovers, welcome back to Extra More Creations. And tonight I'm going to show you how I make 3D images using AI generators, and then we're going to turn that into a 3D map, and then we're going to use that 3D map to do some deep engraving on the brass coins that came with the LP5. So this is my most recent one. This is the pirate coin, and I forgot to account for the offset. I tried to go all out by replacing the outer ring with the rope. You keep it on the inside, on the other side of the coin. I had my first engrave, so something a little bit more, and then I put more time and depth into this one using Brasso and a steel brush, or brass brush, sorry, and that cleaned it right up. So you can use Brasso, polish it up and stuff like that. This is my second one. Missed a little bit editing, but it cleans up really nice. That's a dragon. So we're gonna go right ahead and we're gonna put something on the back, something that my son suggested. And so yeah, we're gonna go right ahead and we're gonna show you how to do that. We're gonna jump right in, and there's multiple AI generators nowadays. There's lots actually. I'm gonna show you one that I like to use, the one that I started using actually lately for these. It works really good, and the other program that I use after to create the 3D depth maps, and then we load that all into your LaserPecker. You're going to want to upgrade your venting. That helps, that's for sure, because it does make quite a mess. And then if you see behind me, I have an air compressor, so I have air continuously blowing the mess off the coin or whatever. If you're doing stone too, you're going to want that. Like, you can deep engrave slate. So we're going to go right ahead and jump right in right now. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so what I do is I go to an AI generator. There's a bunch of different ones. This is a great one. I've started using this one, and you can see there the detail. You can use Bing. That one's free. I got some credits here on this one. So this is Midjourney. So you're gonna have, like, again, this is the AI image generator, and you go into, once you get in here, you're gonna have to probably put your email in, or you log in with your Gmail and stuff like that. So you get in here, and then you go to, if I go back to home there, if I go back just to show you where to click on, this is what it looks like when you first come in, and then you click on photo generator right there, and then we're gonna go right ahead. So my son thought that would look good on the back of this one would be a samurai. So that's a dragon. So we're gonna put 3D and then deep relief, and then we're gonna put samurai, and then round emblem. Okay, I don't know even if you need to put deep relief. We're gonna just see if that's gonna make much of a difference or not. It's gonna generate you 4, and then you can see here they're pretty good. I had one yesterday that I might still work with that he picked out, and I wanted to see if Midjourney would come up with anything better. I guess you can do a little bit, which is nice. That's cool. You can remove the background and stuff like that. So they're pretty good. I have one that I already have a depth map and everything for. He has a sword and everything. I just got to see it. What happens is sometimes with Bing, some of the corners get cut off, and you need a perfect circle. If you're so you can go right ahead and you can generate that again. If you don't like it, it's going to take up some credits here. I was just gonna see, so it's more like this style here. It's got quite the face on it there. So if you wanted to go with this one, it's not really my favorite. I might go back to the one that I have and see if I can fix it, just fix the ring. But there you have how. So, and then if you want to, sorry, go back there, and then you can remove the background. I don't know if that's gonna take any more credits or not. And then strong, I don't know, then you can just straight up go to download. There you go. That should give you your PNG, as I believe. Yeah, there it is right there. So there's your PNG. So then you have a great PNG to work with right there. It's a nice round. You're going to see there's some very good depth in that. And I'm going to show you my other one. I'm going to try to fix the other one. So then what you're going to do is then you're going to go back, and then we're going to go to another website here, and then we're going to go to Sculpt OK. Okay, We've gone, now we're gonna go to sculpt OK, and I don't know if I made another email here so I didn't have to buy anything. We're gonna try for free. See there, I only have 8 credits left, but I'm gonna go right ahead and I'm gonna do, at least show it to you. I won't be able to download it. I don't know if I'm gonna waste, I'm gonna see if I can fix my other one. So you go right ahead, you load it. So you've made one with your free AI generator. Now you're taking that out and you're taking that over to here. Another thing this one's gonna offer is that it's going to be able to do some high definition restoration. We don't know if that's going to be needed or not, but I'm going to go right ahead and I'm going to use the credits and do that. Then it's going to give you a new one here. We'll see what that looks like, if it's going to be any better or not. I've done it in the other ones, cleaned up the pirate one here and stuff like that, and the detail is incredible. I really tried to go all out, and I knew my machine needed a little bit of offset, and I didn't push it enough doing things late at night trying to do videos. And so there you go, that looks amazing. I don't know if I can now, so there you can see it's definitely got even more quality to it. I believe I should have to download this again to make it right. So we're gonna put Samurai HD, so save. Okay, now we're going to replace that image with Samurai HD. Okay, it's going to load that up. Once that bar goes in there, that's good. Now you're going to go all the way to the bottom here. You're going to click draw, and now it's going to generate 4 depth maps, and they're going to get more and more detailed as they go down here. This is some of the other ones that I've done. I am going to do a deer one there. So you see the history here. I was thinking about doing one for Halloween. I got to see which, or Halloween, jeepers, Valentine's. So yeah, so here they are coming in. You can see there the detail, and the more they generate. The 4th one is usually the one I always go with. That's how you get, and it depends on what you want to put in. Maybe you don't want it, but once you get that 4th one, that's where you're getting all that detail, the feathers and everything, the very, very fine detail into that coin. And I'd like to see what that would be done with a little bit more time and power, or even just more power. So it's taking a minute. My internet's a little bit slow here sometimes, and so here's the new Samurai. I don't know if I'll use it, just kind of giving you the rundown of how easy this is. Okay, so now you have look at the quality of that compared to that picture there, right? So you have amazing image quality and depth there. So you can do it. You're gonna have to download to get the no watermark preview, but we can at least do a 3D preview. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna use this one. It's gonna come up here and it's gonna give you a really cool look here, and yeah, you're gonna be able to see there. The layers aren't going through it at least, so. But you can see there what you're gonna get, the depth and all that. I must say that is some incredible depth there too. The sword will be popping out. You can see what's the most prominent, and you can spin that around every which way to get a good look at it. It gives you a really cool 3D look, and then you can also invert it so that you can go concave. I haven't done that one, and maybe I should soon. Maybe that should be the next one. I've done the back side of the coins, and I'm gonna have to. So I've gotten, that means I'll see. So yeah, the pirate, I've gone ahead and I put that image. That was my first one. Then the dragon, and then this one I did go upside down by accident. Again, sometimes I get so excited. I'm just going like hell. And again, these are all tests and stuff like that too, right? So this will be the Samurai will be the 4th one, which will be the back of. So there you go. That's done. You can simply go back now, and if you have the points, it's going to take 18 credits. And then you click confirm and download that, right? So then you would take that Samurai picture and then you would load that into the LaserPecker. So that's you can see there's the image there. And one thing nice about these images is that you saw that deer one, they come up amazing in 3D, right? So they work for crazy amazing 3D pictures that come out amazing on the fiber and on other materials. And it works great for the depth map. So you're going to go right ahead, you're going to click a new project here. And all right, after confirming with my son and looking back at the other picture, see, it was all cut off. You know what, I like that one. I do see I was cut off there, and I wasted some credits on that. You got to really, I was doing a million things here at once. So yeah, we've gone ahead and we've gone and put that one into 3D deep relief, or we got the depth map created. So he did like that one a lot, and I think that one will be amazing. There'll be some incredible depth there. And so now we can go right ahead and we can load that up into, so then you take your 3D map that you, high definition 3D map, then you're going to edit it. You're going to take your magic eraser, you're going to eliminate that, then you're going to auto crop it, okay? That tightens everything right up. So now we have pretty well a perfect circle. I can see there it's not quite perfect there. It's off by a little bit there. That's the only problem with these. Sometimes they don't generate the perfect circle, and so that you're going to sometimes see, obviously you will see that in the coin there. There's about a millimeter difference here, and I don't think I can stretch that any different. Sometimes you can, and no, there's no way. Well, that's a little bit tighter, so I can almost stretch it. I'm going to stretch it to as close as I can, and then we're going to take this down. We want it to fit inside the coin. The coin is 40, and let's see, that's pretty. Let's just see what happens if the coin is 40, so if you want to stay on the inside of the coin, we're going to go 38, and you can see there it's a little bit larger. The one way, which is not all that much, it's definitely a lot tighter, so I'm okay with that. So then you're going to take that, you're going to align that to center. Hopefully this is the only one that, the other ones are a lot, well, they're not perfect, believe me. So that's pretty damn close. So then you're going to click on it. Once you have that aligned in the center, you're going to go to Effect, click on 3D Grayscale. Then you're going to see that turn almost completely black. You're going to have the option here. You can have convex engraving, what we've already seen and showed you there, or you can have it concave, which is indented, and you can switch that right there. We're going to leave that on convex. And one thing right here, once you pull this along here, and you're going to see like what layer 94 is going to look like, what layer 114 is going to look like, and 204. So that's kind of like previewing the layers there. So that's all good. And so then you can go right ahead, you can click on that again, and you're going to have your laser all set up. And here's your engraving settings. You're going to go 4K, fiber, 1064, frequency 50. And then you can check out your layer previews right here by pulling that bar across. Power, we're going to go 90. I've been going 60, but holy hell, it takes a long time. And you're going to want a USB stick. I'm going to either have to get a different USB stick or something, because if you don't, it can take like 20 to 30 seconds, sometimes even more between the layers. At 254 layers, you could be adding 2 to 3 hours, and that's a long time on a burn that's already taking almost 12 hours, right? So I stick to the depth between 50 and 55. 60 though gives you that really incredible, that's how I've been getting down in there. You're gonna have to really make that laser work, where it's only 20 watt fiber. The higher power lasers can do this a lot quicker. So once you have that all ready, then you can go click and preview. You're gonna keep that to the inside so that that's slightly smaller. The coin is 40, we're 38. Once you have that all perfectly centered to your desire, the line should come almost on the inside of the ring. So you're going to be able to center that. My laser, it accounts for me to push up to the left and to the right, and that should make it perfect. I'm going to make sure I get this samurai right. And so that's it. Once you're all centered up and good to go, you have it all previewed, I go ahead and I put my case back on it, and then I hit the start button. All right, we're all ready to go. So you see what we've done there. We got everything set, the settings, the size, and now you're gonna go right ahead and you're gonna hit preview. So we're gonna get going here. So where it's a little bit out of focus there because of the plate and the way I have the airline set up here, you're gonna want some air. The air is gonna be, I got some sticky tack. That's a nice cheap way to hold everything into place. There's different things. There's flexible ends that you can put on it and stuff like that. But this has been working great. I just finished wiping my lens off and doing a bit of a cleanup on the inside where this is my fourth coin, and I made sure that it's facing the right way so that the heads line up if you care about that, or if you want it upside down. However, make sure that you get that done right. So yeah, everything's cleaned up. This calls for, you'll see there, it's not perfectly focused, so that's not a big deal on the engraving. But what it's saying, what it's showing for me and the coins that I've done now with my fourth one, I need to be proud to the left and proud to the top. So once you're all done there, for you, you kind of should be showing these grids on your laser. If everything's focused and you're confident, try going perfectly on the inside of that square, squaring that up as best as you can, and then you'll know from the first test, or even after the first few passes, you can see what's going on. You might even take a second, pause it, and adjust it. That's up to you. After the first few passes, it's there's not a whole lot going on sometimes, so you do have a chance to adjust. So once you're happy, the next thing you're going to do is turn. I'm going to turn when I'm ready to go, I'm going to turn the fan on, their fan. Then I'm going to turn my fan on, which is an upgraded fan. It's powerful, so I'm probably going to go on low. And then you're going to turn the air on, so that's blowing continuously, and then everything's getting drawn right out. We're going to put the cover on. If you have a USB stick, that's going to be a huge time saver. For some reason, this USB stick will not recognize. So the idea here is to save the project right now. So you can go into Files, click Export as a LPD, and then you're going to save that onto your computer or directly onto your USB stick. Then you're going to put the USB stick in the back. As you can see there, I've got the fan. So you got your fan that goes, then your USB. So you put the USB in the back right there, and then you can see there the little USB icon right there. You're going to click on that, and you'll be able to, if it recognizes for you, it must be a bad USB, one that's not recognizable for that, I guess. And then you'll be able to load the project, and then it won't take, because it takes a bunch of time in between each layers, and sometimes it can take 30-40 seconds in between each pass, and that adds up. Let me tell you, 2-3 hours, no problem, right? So but at 55%, it's going to be quicker than the 60, not as much depth, but definitely going to be amazing. I need to cut back on the time a little bit here, and so yeah, I'm about to hit go. So you see there, I'm pretty well set. I know I got her pretty well where I want her. I think that's going to account for it perfectly. And we're going to stay on the inside this time on the ring, and not go so crazy like the pirate coin. But the pirate coin kind of looks like an old school, like token. So, all right, let's get it going. All right, it gets noisy when everything's on. So the air is on, everything's centered up, ready to go. Extra airflow is on, and I couldn't get the USB. I thought I had it, but I'm just gonna get it going. I'm definitely not gonna do any more though after this. I have to order more coins now anyway. So it's gonna show you here 0 to 254, and then your power and your depth, and you've gone ahead and you've already done all the other fun stuff here. Just one last check here, 4K, 1064. Right, all that good stuff. So we're ready to go. All right, it's gonna take probably 10 to 12 hours. And we'll see how centered we are in the first few passes too. How are we looking? It's also depending on your image too. You're gonna see it's almost gonna create like a cleaning pass. And I must say, it's looking pretty crisp. That stretching almost right from end to end. I can't tell from a little bit if I could have gone that a little bit more to the left, but that's what looking real good. See there, it almost does like a cleaning pass there. So you're gonna see right out the gate how good you are. Oh wow. Alright, this is the first time this has happened, but for whatever reason, we are stuck at 184, 72%. I don't think we've budged since then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the project, and I believe you can start at layer 184. That's about my only chance right now, or the coin's going to only be done this far. So let's see if we can do that. I guess the best thing I can do is hit stop, and then make it start at layer 184. or even 185. I don't know if it's trying to go on to 185 or what. Maybe I should be starting at 185. This sucks. Alright, so that's what I've done. I guess you could continue if you want to shut it down. I think this is going to work. So now I'm only going from layer 185, which was supposed to be the next one, and then so there, we're going to do the last 70 here right now. So hopefully this works. And I guess if you needed to walk away and you wanted to do half the coin, you want to do the other half, this should work. This should be sending the information over now, and we're going to go from 185 on. That's going to be a bigger issue. Which again, I can still, you know, if I don't move anything, well, it's taking a minute there. That's for cool. I'm not sure if I'm getting an issue now or what. Alright, we're back up and running, so hopefully that it doesn't take a bunch of time between each layer now. Oh, one thing I meant to do is actually turn the power up. I was going to do that earlier on, see if I turn the power up to 95 or 100, but look at that, it actually seems like it's getting it a deeper clean now or something. I hope this isn't starting back there. This should be doing, I hope this is doing everything right. This is layer 185. Alright, so that did work. So you could stop your project, pause it, remember the layer you're on, not move anything, and then proceed back from that same layer. As we're now 31 layers away from finishing. So really happy about that. One thing I'm noticing, a couple of raised spots that I'm going to try to eliminate after by editing. I guess goals I should again when I get ready to doing these videos and I get all excited and set up and explaining things to you guys, I overlook sometimes some small details showing that those areas right there are a little bit more raised than what I would like, taking away a bit from the face there. So I'm going to see if I can edit it before I take the coin off and do all that, and at the very end I might try to laser out those two areas to the left and right of his face there. And they're now on layer 224, so yeah, that's really good to know. Alright, we're all done. I just powered everything down. About to take a look at the coin for the first time, the cover off since we started this. Carefully removing that just in case I want to try to fix those areas. And that looks amazing. Be able to clean that up pretty easy. There's just those two areas that I would have liked to see them go down instead of raised, so, but all in all, beautiful. Alright, I tried to edit the file so that I inverted it, cleaned it up. I did some crazy magic erasing and some just straight up using the eraser. Now, I've inverted it so that the black is the deepest, okay? The idea is that anything that's white will pop out the most. So those ended up being white sections, like a lighter color, so they didn't go down. I believe that looks like the shapes there. I'm going to do a quick run to see if I can take those down. If not, I'm just going to call it a day. Alright, looks like I was able to edit that. Hopefully I'm not losing any of my edges and stuff like that. It looks like I got it right. Looking pretty clean. I'd just like to be able to take those down so that his face is more prominent. I'll have to look at a way of cleaning up the file of that, just that those corners right there. Other than that, they're looking good. It's going pretty quick where it's such a small area. It looks like a little, I think I got that all in there right. A little take away from the solution. Now, I don't know if it's going to be necessary where it's so dark, and I've just purely been concentrating on the area. So trying to take a good look at it. I noticed that I took a little cut out of the thing now. I was going to take that little in the editing process. That's not a big deal. I don't think they'll really notice that too much. So it's trying to look like it was part of the detail. But I'm almost like 100 layers away. Going quick. I think that's about the right depth. You can see there on each shot. I'm trying to compare it to the same depth all around so it doesn't go too profound and deep. And I'm almost ready to pull that off and clean it up. Alright, it's all said and done. I finished cleaning up those areas. It's got about 100 passes left, but I'm pretty sure that's where I need to be. So it's looking good. It's making that face, and you see there, it's almost like it's cleaned it up too. So you can do a cleaning pass right now. If you do a circle at the same size at 33 or 38 millimeters. You hit that with about 30% power. Or all right, it's all done. It's looking damn good. Again, where that image was not quite a perfect circle and I should have downsized it and I would have been able to keep it in and keep it perfect, but man, that is good. I still got the outer ring, so it still looks like a coin. I almost lost it there, but shrinking that image that little bit more would have been beneficial, that's for sure. So now it's time to get the Brasso, the wire brush. I honestly, this thing is just the fastest and easiest. You can use some super fine steel wool, and yeah, we're going to do the combination of that and clean that up right now. See there, just a few passes with the brass brush and you will have that. It's how I can get that with the combination and then wiping it down with a microfiber, and then so you need to get that shiny like that. To get all those fine details, you're gonna have to use some elbow grease and really hold the coin, work that, and then keep on wiping it down with microfibers using brass. So it's a combination of things to get that super cleaned up and shiny, but you just need to work it. All right, you can see here I got it pretty clean using the brush. I'm simply brushing that and then I'm wiping it with a microfiber. Now I haven't brought on any of the Brasso or steel wool, super fine steel wool. As you can see there, the pirate coin is definitely more shiny. So we're gonna go right ahead and we're gonna introduce the Brasso now. So the Brasso, I just put a little bit on there and I work it all around my fingers at first, and then I'm gonna grab a new microfiber towel and then we're gonna wipe that off and polish it. Actually, I'm probably going to grab my steel wool. All right, I take that out of my room and then I hit it with the steel wool here. You can get it even finer. This one's doing good for me. So 00. It's I think it says right there, what is it? Super fine, very fine. So you can get super fine, that'll work too. So I've got it shining even more so now, giving it a twist and going across, stuff like that. You put gloves on because it does kind of get in your fingers and stuff like that. And you take a little bit of Brasso now and get a little bit of polish on this, and it's all big shot over there. I like to at first just kind of get it in the cracks and crevices here. Then we're gonna grab a rag and let it sit there for a second too if you want. And then you grab your new microfiber. I have to get some more, I know that. And then you can start to polish that bad boy. And honestly, it gets in there so well, the deep areas, that you're probably gonna have to hit it with the brush again. But this combination will get it to shine like that pirate coin. We're getting there, that's for sure. See there, it gets into the nooks and crannies there. All right, that's pretty good. Now the brass brush, brass on brass here. Gonna start cranking some brass monkey, then get this samurai done up here. So yeah, just gonna, the brass brush definitely gets all those other little areas. Then take the clean part of the microfiber and we'll shine that up even more. See how good we can get. And all right, we're looking pretty good. Hit that with the brush there. You can get those really tight areas there, and she's shining up. I might hit her with some more brass. So I keep on going at them again and again. I think this one, you can see there, I definitely worked it. So I'll get it there. That one's really got that shine to it. I believe I just need to put a few more coats of Brasso. And yeah, keep repeating the process. If you like that look, that's fine. You can stop there. That's pretty clean. You'll notice that as you're wiping it off, and when you first start, it's going to wipe off like a lot of the charring and stuff like that. So there you go. So we got samurai, then we got dragon. So again, I wish I would have been able to go back and edit that area so that his face would have been, as I was able to go back and edit those areas, and they look pretty damn good now, I must say. It makes his face look more profound, that's for sure. As that kind of takes away from it, but it still looks good. It doesn't really look like so much of a mistake, but we are going to fine tune all these things. All right, white vinegar. Salt. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed the deep engraving video today I've done with the coins. And I think the next one I'm going to do is slate. So I might just take one of these images while I still have everything all set up. I might just move that stuff aside and put a slate down and see what we can achieve doing one of these images on slate. That would be cool. So the same idea, a little bit bigger of an image, so I hope it doesn't take as long and stuff like that. We'll see. Where it's a bigger image, it might take, it's probably want to take longer. So we'll see about the depth and the times on that one. And there you have the samurai. Again, it's all about how much you're going to want to work that for the shine and stuff like that. I am going to put a little bit more time in it so that it shines like the pirate here. So you saw the process, and I look forward to seeing your guys's. I will be putting these files on Etsy, and I'll be putting a few free projects on the LaserPecker space. So just hang tight while I get all these things uploaded. Thanks for checking out the video. Hit like and subscribe, and as always, keep your lasers focused and stay creative.